Did you know? VR Troopers started out as a vehicle for Jason David Frank, who recently departed Power Rangers after Tommy lost the Green Ranger powers. The show, initially called Psycon, then later renamed Cybertron, was to be an adaptation of the Metal Heroes series Jojinki Metalder. A pilot presentation was filmed for promotional purposes, but ultimately went unaired. The pilot had many differences, including, but not limited to, Master Tao being the mentor figure, Tao having a daughter who would be the love interest, a lack of Professor Hart and Jeb, and perhaps most interesting, no Spielbahn footage, meaning Cybertron would have remained a single hero show. The Cybertron pilot was not picked up, due to a combination of Saban wanting to capitalize on the popularity of Tommy, and Hasbro nearly suing Saban for the name Cybertron, which is the name of the home planet of the Transformers. However, the Cybertron name would be kept for the production company's name, similar to how the Saban era of Power Rangers has MMPR Productions listed as their production company. One last interesting piece of trivia revolving Cybertron involves the theme song heard during the pilot. This would later be reworked into the classic Power Rangers song, Go Green Ranger Go.
Target spotted, Vector 6-9.
Go Green Ranger, go!
Unlike Power Rangers, VR Troopers never actually aired on Fox Kids. Instead, it ran in syndication. This resulted in a cheaper budget than Mighty Morphin, resulting in very little original footage with costumes. This was rectified with the addition of Battle Grid mode, which used repainted and remolded Red Ranger helmets. Thankfully, Season 2's budget was much larger, allowing for more original fights. During the series' run, the idea of a crossover with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was kicked around, but nothing ever came of it. Interviews with Brad Hawkins and Sarah Brown revealed the sets for both shows were actually right next to each other. Despite this, the VR Troopers cast did make the occasional appearance on Power Rangers, albeit as different characters. Brad Hawkins provided the voice for Trey of Triforia, and Sarah Brown guest starred in the infamous There's No Business Like Snow Business three-parter in Zeo. Richard Brabago appeared as Trini's kung fu teacher in the Mighty Morphin episode Plague of the Mantis, and while not considered a guest role, Woody's actor, Michael Sorich, was the voice of Squat, along with a slew of monsters from Mighty Morphin all the way to Wild Force. VR Troopers is infamous for ending without a proper finale, due to running out of Metal Heroes footage. Despite this, a third season was considered, using a more recent Metal Heroes season instead, which was reportedly going to be Blue SWAT since they had 3 members from the get-go. However, Saban decided not to risk alienating viewers with such a drastic change, and made a new show entirely, that show being Big Bad Beetleborgs. Finally, after hearing that the show was ending, some of the cast went out, got drunk, and managed to get in the ADR booth and redubbed part of an episode. This gag dub can be seen as the predecessor to modern-day abridged series.
Giant dingus, 12 o'clock. Hey, look, you can barely see the strings this time.
Hail, slumlord, master of low-income housing! Shut up, old farts in West Hollywood!
That's all for today, but don't forget to subscribe for more Toku content. And speaking of Jason David Frank, did you know he appeared in a kid's computer game? Well, click this link here to see me review it.